I am Simon.
I am Prayer.
From STEM 11 Prudence and welcome to our Robotics 1.
Tecnologia! Tecnologia!
Hello guys! Before we proceed to the presentation of the accomplished lessons and tasks, let us first have a brief content overview.
For Lesson 1, we are going to learn about LEDs or light emitting diodes. They are tiny lights that glows when electric currents flow through them, but only in one direction. LEDs are one of the simplest ways to show output in our project, like turning on indicators or creating light patterns. We are also going to learn about the importance of using resistors to prevent the LED from burning out.
Lesson 2 is about buzzers, the components that produces sound. In here, we learn that there are two kinds: active buzzers that sounds automatically when powered, and passive buzzers that need a signal from the Arduino to make noise. In the following video of Lesson 2, we use active buzzers. They are great for alarms, notification, or any project that needs sound feedbacks.
And to complete, Lesson 3 explores the 7-segment display. The digital number display we often see in clocks or counters is made up of 7 LEDs, reason why it is called 7-segment, that lights up in different patterns to form numbers. We will learn in this lesson that it comes in two types, the common anode and common cathode, depending on how the segments are wired. This component helps our robots communicate data visually or often used as timers, clocks, and scoring board. These basic components may seem simple, but they are the foundation of more advanced robotic systems we'll explore next.
In this lesson, we face multiple problems since it is the very first activity that we have in robotics and we are still building our knowledge and gathering information about doing this kind of activities. We encountered burnout LEDs, wrong placement in the breadboard, most of the time misaligned wirings, and wrong connection of the components to the Arduino.
In Lesson 2, the common problem we had in doing this activity is that sometimes the buzzer doesn't work properly, which turned out to be the jumper wire's fault because some other wires in the kit that we used were already damaged or it just doesn't work properly anymore.
And to complete, we didn't encounter that much problem in doing Lesson 3, since we have built up enough knowledge and familiarity from Lesson 1 and 2. Although it requires a lot of jumper, wires, it wasn't that hard and confusing to follow for us.
We struggled upon creating the first task, dancing LEDs on Tinkercad, since it is our first time using it, and it took us a little bit of time before we figured out where to type the code since it was a bit small for us to find. As per the flowchart, as you can see, the oval shape is the starting point. So following it, there is the question that, is the code correct? If the code is not correct, then the LEDs won't light up and it will bring back from the start up until the code is correct. And if the code is finally correct, the LEDs will first blink from left to right, then it will blink from right to left, and then the LEDs will blink alternately, and finally all the LEDs will blink and repeat the process. For the second task, which is the button-controlled alarm system, we didn't have any problems on doing this activity following the learning we had in the first task. As per the flowchart, it will start with the question, is the button pressed? If not, the buzzer remains off, and it will repeat the process up until the button is pressed. If the button is pressed, the buzzer will trigger and it will start to count down from 5. And if 5 seconds already passed, the buzzer will turn off and the process will repeat. But then, if 5 seconds hasn't passed yet, the buzzer will remain triggered until 5 seconds have passed. Being able to experience and have robotics again as my subject because I already had it when I was in grade 9 is such a wonderful, refreshing, and also an adventurous experience for me. As someone who will choose to be in the medical field, I am so glad and grateful that at least I get to do, experience, and be able to learn something like this, especially in my younger years. Although robotics can be hard sometimes, I love that it challenges myself to strive and gather more deeper knowledge about circuits and other more, not only for me, but also as a group with my group mates.
This experience is fun. I learned how to connect circuits, program, and solve technical problems. At first, it was confusing, but I improved through practice and teamwork. The best part was seeing our works finally works after many tries. This experience taught me patience and a deeper interest in technology.
My experience with the subject of robotics is that I don't have some kind of idea. Because in our previous school, we didn't have any kind of subject like robotics. But I was scared on the first day of robotics. I kept thinking about what if I made a mistake in the first project our teacher assigned us to do. And also, I didn't know what is the process was for installing the Arduino board, breadboard, and how to properly wire the circuit, and how the resistor actually works, and so on, and how to make a proper flowchart.
I am looking forward to exploring other more components apart from the basics, learning other circuits, sharpening more skills in coding, and especially being able to create a project that can be a huge contribution from the community and the world.
I'm excited to learn more about robotics. I want to explore programming and how it can help people in real life. I also hope to join more projects to improve my skills and gain more experience. This subject inspired me to keep learning and maybe pursue a career in engineering.
I am proudly looking forward to have a confidence doing the task in robotics and deeply understand on how the mechanism actually works. Explore more on how to make different type of codes, especially in their own designated use to do and to have more knowledge about troubleshooting our system in coding.